Hello everyone, it's me Shagufta and welcome back to our Python series with me. So in this video, we learned how to make a contact book. So for doing contact book, you have a great knowledge about dictionary, nested loops, conditional statements and these all. Okay, so for this, let's start to create our notebook. So first we have, I comment about to use a dictionary. Okay, so here I make a dictionary whose name is context. Okay, an empty dictionary. And the next thing is that we use while loop. And here I said true when you have to print me. The first thing what we do is that we making /n contact book app. Okay, contact book app. Okay, so the next thing that I want to print is the choices. For that, if you press 1 is the create contact. Okay, these all are the things or feature in a contact book app, so we have to write which one you like. Okay, so like I have to create some more, like the view option, view contact. Okay, now print me, like to update contact. For this we use 3, update contact. Okay, now I use like the fourth option is delete. Fourth, delete contact. And the last one is exit. 5 is exit. Okay, so these all are our choices. Now the next thing is that you have to take input from the user about the choices. So like you ask the user to select from these choices or the other ones. Okay, so for this we have to write the first thing is a choice variable, and here we use input to get the input from the user, and here I write enter your choice. Okay, and the next thing other thing is that remember, whenever you're using input you have to convert the string into an integer. So for this I am using here int function. Okay, so now what we start, we are starting our if else condition. So the first condition is that if our choice is equal to 1, then print me what you want to print. Like if our choice is 1, in choice 1, what is that? It's a create contact. So how to create contact, which contact is it happen or not? So for this the first thing is that we get input from a user, like enter your name. So for this we have to call a variable called name, and here we use input, and here I write enter your name. Okay, so now, the next choice is that if you have to think about that, whenever you have entered your choice, you have two choices. The first one is that your contact is in your contact book, and the next thing is that your contact is not in your contact book, and you have to create it because the first option is that the create book. So if the option is that your contact is in your contact, so I want to print an answer is that contact name already exists. For this, I am using if name in contacts, the contacts that the dictionary we made in the above. Okay, and the colon sign, and here I use print. Okay, like let's look at the above side. Okay, and what I have to print is contact name, and here I write the name that you are entering, the user is enter the name already exist. Okay, now close the. Okay, so this is the first option. Okay, now the next is that if is, now the next is else. What else? If the name or the contact is not created, so now the next thing is that we have to create it. So for this we use else, and here we gonna create, like the first thing that we create is the age. Like here we also use int, and then input, sorry, and the other thing is that enter the age. Okay, now the next thing is the email, and here I use input, like enter the email. Okay, And now the next is phone. We convert it to int and then input and then enter the mobile number. Okay. So here the context is the key, and the age, email, phone number are their values. So for this we have to write the context. Okay. And in the bracket I mention the name and then make a tuple. And here we have values which is age, email, and mobile. Okay, so now I at the last when I created, I want to print or to show that contact name has been created successfully. Contact name has been created successfully. Okay. So this is all for the first option. Like if user enter the first one, so the first thing is that they have to enter a name. So there are two options for us. If the name is in the contact, then we have to show the answer that contact name already exists. But if it is not, we have to create it and we have to get the information from a user. And then we created our contact book and we create the contact. Okay, so now we move further and here, so here we write the same like as in the above. Name is equal to like input function and then enter the name to view. Okay. So now the next thing is that we use at the next if name in context. Okay. So here what we do, we write that the contact is equal to context, because we have to view if it is present in that, they have to show the same as it's present in your contact book app. So here it is, and what you do is to print me because I want to view it. So for this we have to print it. Okay, so the first thing is that name. Okay, then colon sign and the name that you have to view is. Okay, and then their key values like age, and for this we have to do age. Okay, so now the next thing is age and mobile number. And here we use mobile because we have a key value of mobile. So when you are writing it, you have to be very careful about all the small things. Okay. Okay, so you see when there is one option that if the view is that the contact that you want to view is in your context, like they have to print it. But the next option is that if like you want those contacts that are not in your contact book, so that I want to print it, that contact not found. So for this we use else. Okay, else, and here I have to print contact not found. Okay, so now this is the part that completed. Here we complete our second choice. Now we will go back to here where we write like elif choice number three. Choice number three is that. What is the choice number three? Choice number three is to update a contact. Okay, so for this here we have the first thing is that you have to enter the name which you want to update. For this, here I have name is equal to input and then the bracket, and here you have to enter name to update your name. Okay, like it's good now. Name to update and then equal sign and then colon. Okay, so now here what we do is that we as we do in the like we have to write the if name in contacts. Like if the name that you have to update it is in contact list, so what we do now is we have to update it. So here we do the same thing in the else, is that if I have to copy paste it. Okay, control C. Okay, and here I have to copy paste, so for the time taking because they have. And what we do is today something like enter the updated age, enter the updated email, enter the updated. mobile number, and the contact name has dated successfully. So here, like I think so, I done a mistake where the contact name here we also mention the name. So here we write the name, okay, as we do in our first point, okay. Okay, so okay, it's happened. Now the next thing is that if is completed, now we move to the else part, and here we write else. For this, we have to do is print contact not found. Okay, not found. Okay, so now as our choice number three is completed, now we go back to Elif, like choice number four. Okay, so here when we have a choice, and what is the choice number four? Choice number four is that to delete contact. So for this here, what we do in the above case, same similarly we do is the name input, enter contact to delete number, and enter like simple enter contact number to delete. Okay, okay. So now here we also start like if name in contacts. So what if the contact list, if the contact number is in our contact book, so what we do is to delete the contact name. Okay. So for this we have to write del, and now that the context where we make a dictionary and the name which we have to delete, because here the name is the key and the other are their values. Okay, like age, email, phone number. So now the next thing that we have to print is the contact name successfully deleted, contact name. And whenever you have to write a name, the next thing is that you have to here mention the name, okay, in the curly braces, and has been deleted successfully. Deleted success. Okay. Okay. So here the first thing is happened, and the next choice is that is else. In the else condition, we have to print it that the contact not found. So for this, we have to say that contact not found. Okay. Okay. So the choice four is completed. So go back, and here we do L if our choice is equal to 5. So the here the 5 is the choice is that when we do like exit. So for this we have to print goodbye, like okay. And now as we because we are using the if statement, like here the elif we use simple. So the next is that we use sorry a key value called break. Okay, so this is for the choice 5. And now if like we are making only 5 choices, but there are so many person that even know how many choices do we have. Like if someone when a user demand a number from a input, like user we make a program from we get input from a user. So if a user can enter a number 7 8, so we don't have any number choices about 6 7 8. So we only have from 1 to 5. So for this we have to make answer, so to print, and the program become executed and executed. So for this we have to write an else, and here I have to print invalid input. Okay, invalid input. Okay, so this is the program. So like I have to explain you. The first thing is that we have to make an empty dictionary, and the next is that we use like we have to input the dictionary in which we use like the contact book app, create, update, view, delete, contact. Okay, so the next thing is that we have to make an input to choice to choose whatever they want. So now we have to make their separate choices, and then at the last we use else and then return. Now if I have to run the program, program. So you see, they give me these 5 options and the contact book. That the first thing that we do when I start this program. Okay, so now the first thing is that enter your choice. So it's all up to you to enter these 5 choices or some other number. Like if I have enter one, so the first thing is that they give you that enter your name, because the first choice is that create contact. So here I'm writing Shugufta, age 21, and emails like something dot gmail.com. Okay, now the mobile number is that. Okay, so here I have, so you see how easily they can give me that the contact name has been successfully created. Now there is another one is enter your choice. If also I have to click in option one, so they give you the enter your name, because there is option that and create a contact. Okay, so now if I have to choose, like in the above case, like if I have the name called the, here I make Ali, age 3, email @gmail.com. Okay. Okay, so you see, it can print it. But if I have to delete something or view something, like whatever you want to do, is like whenever I have to, like 4 option, enter the names you have deleted. But here I have not, we were not entering the name that we mentioned in our contact book. Like here we gave Ali and Shugufta. But if I have given them the name called Harry, so they give me that the contact not found. Okay, so they exit me. Like if I give them the answer 7, so the next thing is that the invalid input, because I don't have it. So this is how they are working and how easily we can build a program. So you see, this is what our code. So stay tuned for the next video where we do some other more interesting tutorials, some other assignment that help you